Well, hello. My name is Julie, and my channel is Not Dead Yet. And you're not dead yet. So, I wanted to go over the challenge that I have decided to take on, and it's called 75 Hard. If you've ever heard of 75 Hard, it's a challenge that was made by Andy Frisella, who wanted something that would create in his life consistency and just basically what a challenge is, right? And I've done this before, but if you know me in my real life, I'm kind of a hot mess. So I want to make sure that I am being as consistent as I possibly can. Also, I want to be gritty. And this does uh, you do things that you may not want to do in this challenge. And so you become a little gritty, and I like that. So some of you might be asking, what is 75 hard? I've never heard of it. You can actually go to www.75hardchallenge.com and you should be able to pull it up there, or 75 hard challenge, and you'll see a bunch of stuff on it. But there are there are rules to it. So let me tell you some of the rules. So first, it's a 75-day challenge, rule number one. And then you have to do certain things throughout the day. It's like little challenges throughout the day. Second is going to be reading 10 pages of a nonfiction personal development book. The third thing is going to be um, a diet that you can stick to, hopefully, a diet and no alcohol or no cheat meals. Okay, that is the third thing, right? One, two, three. A picture every day, a progress picture, because you want to see what your progress is. Now, what I did is I went ahead and did my weight and I did all of my measurements, and I'll tell you that at the end. Um, then you have to exercise one time for 45 minutes, whatever time of day you want, outside. And that has to be a 45-minute. What I'm doing right now is a 45-minute walk. These will get more challenging as snow comes. So I'm down with the walk in the morning. And then you have to exercise another time, whether it be weights or cardio or whatever you want. And that can be inside. And so I go to the gym at night. And you have to drink a gallon of water. I don't know where my gallon is, but you have to drink a gallon of water. Um, this challenge is not hard in itself. Um, and I say that with a caveat. And the caveat is the consistency is hard. The, oh my God, I do this every day is hard. Anybody can do this for a day, but doing it for 75 days, let alone 75 days during the holiday, is going to be a challenge. And that's why I decided to do it. So let me tell you a little bit about my strategy and, my stats. So I weighed in yesterday morning. That was my first day. I weighed in at 155.9. My chest was 36 and a half inches, hips 38 and a half inches, arms are 14 and a half inches, thighs 22 and a half inches, abs are 31 and 3/4. I have to keep that 3/4 part. And then my calves were 14 and a half inches. My diet that I want to stick to, because you probably saw in my last video, I used to weigh 300 pounds. So I have some food issues. I'm not going to lie. So my goal, and it can be any diet you want. If you are vegan, if you want to do, vegetarian, whatever you want to do, but you have to stick to it. So my stick to it diet is going to be 1350 calories to about 1600 calories, 1550 to 1600 calories, with a protein minimum of 100 grams. Otherwise, I can eat whatever I want. And the reason why I did that is because I knew it was going to be the holidays. I also knew that if I restrict myself too much, I end up binging, and I don't want to do that. So that was very important in my strategy because food is one of the things that I have the hardest time with. The exercise is the easiest, and the water is the second hardest. So, getting in a gallon of water is difficult, but because I work from home, it's a lot easier. So, if I was on the go, I think I would have to bring like one of those Stanley cups or whatever and just count how many cups I've drank worth of that. And that's definitely a strategy that you can use. I just work from home and I work in my little cubicle, which is my office and, bonus room. So I can drink whenever I want. So that is my biggest help for me as far as the water. My goal in this whole endeavor, sure, I'm not going to lie. Of course, I want to lose weight. Duh. But that's not the main goal. The main goal for me is because I have a tendency to go, wow, 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 I'm all over the place, right? I'm moving, I'm grooving, and I don't get much done. And it's because I'm not consistent. And so this has always kind of narrowed my focus to where I could be more consistent. And so that's what I want from this challenge. The challenge will be done, I think the 27th of January. And so I want to become more consistent, become more gritty. And to be honest, I like that I'm doing this as I get older. And the reason why I say that is because I see a lot of people that are on here, they're on YouTube, they're talking about 75 hard, and usually it's either young women or young men, and they're like, look, I got ripped, yeah. That is not for me. Uh, I have been in really tip top shape, and that is great. I also know the sacrifices involved in that. What I'd like to do in my life right now is just to be more consistent and to be better at what I, at just honing in on being that consistency. And when I don't want to do something, I still have to go back to the consistency. Again, the challenge itself is not hard. Like if you think about it, yeah, everybody's busy. Yeah, it's hard to do exercises twice a day. That's an hour and a half of exercise a day. It, everybody has the capability of doing this one day. If you can do it one day, you can do it 10 days, you can do it 20 days, you can do it 75. Uh, Again, this isn't hard, it's just being consistent. So, I'm going to be talking about this and, some of the challenges that I have with this, as well as some of the other challenges I want to do in my home life. They don't have to be really, humongous challenges. They can be just small challenges that are kind of scary. And, that's what this is all about, is living your life at an age where I don't know, but a lot of my friends have kind of gone, oh, I don't need to do that. Oh, I don't want to do that. I mean, it'd be fine, but I don't want to take the time to do that. If you don't do it now, when are you going to do it? So, whether it's 75 hard, whether it's doing something that's outside of your comfort zone, it doesn't matter. Just doing something that gives your life a purpose is so important. So if you want to follow along or you want to even join, subscribe down below. Tell me you want to join 75 Hard. Let's do this.